Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Give Facebook time to populate the algorithm. Eat my yogurt. Happy early morning. Early Tuesday morning on this beautiful day. I know Facebook takes a few minutes to populate. I'm going to try to invite a few people. Some people may catch this on the replay. That's perfectly fine. Let me try to invite some people who may be able to watch. If you're coming on, please let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're tuning in, please share this to your pages. I know a lot of people may be at work. I have not actually been live in a minute. I've been doing like videos and my stories, etc., but I have not per se went live in a while. Although I've been posting videos, etc., just trying to invite a few people who may be able to jump on. I know Facebook does this thing, the algorithm has been so off. So if you're joining in, watching this on the replay, push #replay. If you're watching this for the very first time or watching me live for the very first time, you can press 1. And of course, if you've seen me before live, press 2. So if you, again, let me go through. If you're watching this on replay, if you would please push #replay. If you're watching me for the very first time, click just number 1. If you've seen me before, press 2. I know a lot of people may be at work or whatever. Well, that's okay. I need to share this in my group. So hold on, y'all. Try to share this on my other page before I get started. But I hope each and every one who's tuning in is having a great day, wherever you may be watching all over the world. If you woke up in your right mind on today, if you woke up the activities of your limbs, y'all, it is indeed a blessing. Some people did not have the opportunity to even do that. So if you above ground, hey Jennifer, thank you for joining. Please share. It is a true blessing indeed. Let me try to share this to one of my groups, so just bear with me. I just felt led to come on this morning after I was doing my personal development this morning. I decided to come on and share this. What God was dealing with me about, so I'm going to share it to the world because I know I can't be the only one dealing with some of this stuff. Oh Lord, my pages are slow loading. There we go. Where are you tuning in from, Miss Jennifer? How are you doing today? How's your Tuesday coming along? Share this here. And where are you tuning in from? How was your Tuesday? Like I say, I know a lot of people may watch this on a replay, but again, if you're watching me for the very first time, put a number 1 in the comments. If you've seen me before. If you have not seen me before, press 2. If you're watching this on replay, #replay. But this morning, I was just sitting here eating my yogurt and drinking my coffee. I just wanted to come on. I know I have not actually did a live in a while. I always come on, do my stories every day. I've been doing videos and uploading those, but I have not per se went live. Hey Candace, thank you for joining. But on this morning, as y'all know who don't know, let me first introduce myself for a lot of new followers that I may have. My name is Shanika. I'm the owner and CEO of Success and Power Innovations. And what we do is we do business consulting, one-on-one coaching. We do motivational and inspirational speaking engagements. I'm an author of a couple of ebooks. I have a jack of all trades. Primarily, I have a background in healthcare for over 17 years of experience. I came out of the healthcare setting in 2020 to pursue my business full-time, along with some other things that I'm involved in. I'm also, like I said, a jack of all trades. I'm a substitute teacher with the school system where I reside. So I have a lot of things going on. I'm a mother of 3, caretaker of my mom. I wear many hats, but at the end of the day, you know what? You have to do what you have to do. But with all that being said, if you have not joined my email list, I really encourage you to join that. And I will post it here. And basically, with my email list, you will be the first to get updates on anything what's to come, with Success and Power Innovations, as well as when I open up my schedule to start back seeing clients. I have not seen any clients per se this entire, last quarter. But I definitely intend on getting back into that this quarter. I just have a lot of different things going on. But nevertheless, did I post this? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pin this. Let me see. Did I put it in here before I get started? Okay, I think I put it here. Let me post it, pin it. Okay, so I pinned the link there. So if you have not joined my email list, please do. It takes 2 seconds to get started. Just click the link, join my email list, enter a valid email, and that way you'll get updates going on with Success and Power Innovations moving forward. My calendar will be opening up for consultations and etc. It will be this month. I've just had a lot of different things going on. But the reason why for my live today, as you can see in the title, basically is the power of your words. And I put on there, yes, I've been guilty. And one thing we have to learn to do as people in general, entrepreneurs, etc., and please share this live, we have to be careful with the words that we say, because our words have power. Everybody on this, whether you're watching this on replay, hashtag, hey sister, my sister's watching. You can be in Jamaica, Africa, Egypt, wherever you are around the world. We have to be cautious of the words that we say. And I have been guilty. You know, there have been times when I go through circumstances like anybody else. When you're dealing with life situations, when you're dealing with traumas, when you're dealing with unexpected news, whatever the situation is, bills, you may have financial problems. It could be relationship problems, whatever it is. We have to be cautious of the words that we say, because our words have power. Our words have power. And so in spite of anything that we're dealing with, I don't care how big, how minute, everything in life is for a purpose. Whether we understand the reasoning at the time, whether we know why we're going through a situation, everything is for a purpose. But what we have to learn, and what I have to learn, and I'm sharing this with you all because I just felt led to do it. We have to learn to use our words with caution. There should always be a caution sign, like we see on the roadways when you're driving, when they're warning you of construction ahead, or things they're working on, remodels, they're going to put a caution sign up, or you're going to see the caution tape. In our lives, with our words, we have to be careful the words that we speak into the atmosphere, because our words have power. And like I say, this is not scripted. This is just coming from a transparent moment right now. And I thought, as I was sitting here doing my my meditation this morning, my prayer, my personal development, And y'all know I'm a busy person. I have a lot going on. But without personal development, without God in my life, I will not be the person I am today. I have struggles like everybody else. But the reason why I put this title, The Power of Our Words, yes, I've been guilty, because I have been guilty of things in my life. I've been guilty of the words that I've spoken to the atmosphere. Because you have to remember, what we speak out is what's going to come to us. Let me say that again. What we speak out in the atmosphere is what's going to come directly to us. If you want to wake up in the morning, you may say, hey, I woke up on the wrong side of bed. It's going to be an awful day. Well, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have an awful day because you've already planted the seeds to come back to you. What we put out, the things that we say, y'all, whether we realize it or not, are seeds being planted day by day. Even though we're our children, whatever the situation is, we have to learn as people in general to speak positive thoughts in spite of. Because at the end of the day, we know God, who I believe in, God is in charge of everything. When people say no, when men say no, when the dealership says no, when the rent people say no, when your credit score say no, guess what? We can speak those things as though they were. That's where faith comes in at. Speak those things as though they were. And I'm going to kind of be reading back and forth on some notes that I was looking at this morning. And also the book. Y'all know I'm always into personal development. I have like 4 different books I'm reading. How I get time to read them, I don't even know. But I make time. But I wanted to come on just to encourage that one person who may be dealing with some kind of trial, some kind of tribulation. And you may even say, there is no way out. I got things in my life personally that I'm dealing with now. And if I speak those things the way I see them, guess what? I'm going to get what I'm going to get in return back. If I want to speak negativity, if I want to speak doubt, if I want to speak unbelief, I'm going to, whatever I plant those seeds and put out in the atmosphere, that's what's going to come back to me. Trust me, it's real, y'all. It's real. What we manifest out our mouth, or what you speak, you're going to speak it into reality. Just like, for an example, I'm not going to share where I seen it at, but I was on TikTok, and some of you may have heard the story of this young lady who was in a relationship with this guy, and one thing led to another. She thought he was cheating and blase, and she actually spoke the words. How did she put it? Pretty much, you're going to die today. She spoke that into the atmosphere, whether she intended it or not. This is going to be a murder scene. That's what she kept saying. This is going to be a murder scene. Well, guess what happened in the middle of that? I don't really intentionally think she meant to do it, but guess what happened? It became a murder scene. So the things that she spoke into the atmosphere, it manifested. She was so upset. She was angry. And, by due right, if something's going on like that, you have every right to be angry. But we have to be careful with our words. Whether we're angry, upset, or whatever, start turning those words into positivity in spite of. And trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's hard sometimes, but we have to be cautious with the words that we speak, because our words do have power. So, let me just read this. In 2 Proverbs 15:4, it says, gentle words bring life and health. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. And that's so true. We got to be careful with the words that we say. And Proverbs 16 verse 24 says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. So if you want to start speaking those negative things, it's going to get into your subconscious mind, it's into the atmosphere. So you're going to get back what you've already put out. It's truth given facts, y'all. It's true given facts. And how do I know that? Because I've lived it, I've walked it. I woke up a lot of days, bad attitude, complaining about everything I could just because I could. And it feel good to the flesh. You like, yeah, God, I got this going on, that going on. And guess what? The enemy hear everything that you're saying. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to have that same day that you talked about. You're going to be in that same negative spot. You're going to be in that same depressed spot because of the words and actions that you spoke over your life in somebody else's life. So, and it says here, how can we use the power of our words? Let the power of our words be used of God to manifest the power of our faith. Be prepared to give the reason for why we love the Lord at any time to anyone. So we just got to be careful. Let the power of your words be used We're going to say of God, because we're not going to be working for the enemy, of God, to manifest the power of our faith. Because even though you don't see it right now in the natural, God is always working behind the scenes, whether we know it or not, strategically, because he's that type of God. Y'all, please share this live and give me some hearts, okay? Or hit the screen or whatever it is on here. But yeah, he's that type of God. All power's in his hand. Even though, let's say we're in a situation and it may not go as we plan, or how Sable planned, or how whoever's watching's planned, God always have something strategically planned out. So even on this past week, I've endured a lot of things, a lot of news, a lot of different things in my life. I can sit here and meditate on the negative parts of it, but guess what? I choose not. I choose to look at the positivity in whatever situation that I'm in. You have to. And in life, in order to get through this life, you're going to have to do the same. Okay? You're going to have to do the same. And some things I was looking at as well. Let me go back to this. I was looking at a few different things this morning. The simple as 5 ways to turn negative language into positive communication. I'm not going to go through all of it. Just going to go through some. Like to give clear instructions. Even though it sounds minute, if you're talking to anybody, instead of saying the negative, don't run in the house. You can say positively, please run outside. Okay? Or you can say, don't park blocking the driveway. You know how you come home, somebody blocking the driveway? You may come off negative saying, don't park blocking the driveway. A positive thing would say, you can park next to the tree. These are just simple analogies that we take for granted and don't realize what we're saying, but in actuality, it can come off negative to a person. And some of the things with I statements, anything that begins with the word I instead of the word you can often avoid negative messages that the listener feel blamed or defensive. Because a lot of times we say I. It's not all about us. Okay? So instead of saying, or how should I put this? For example, let's say if you're at work or wherever you are, you may be feeling, man, you just a micromanager. You just want to do this, do that. Instead of thinking those negative thoughts, you can change the positivity to I'm used to working more by myself or more, whatever it is. Or a negative thing could be to a person. You can say, man, you spend too much time on your phone. That can come out negative to a person. But the most positive thing you can say is, I feel unimportant when you're on your phone. Our words have power. People take the words that we say. You never know what people are going through. It can flip their world upside down. In this world, people are dealing with so much in their families, their lives, their livelihood, finances. When you walk out your door in your house, you never know the person that you may meet. You never know. They could be on their last leg. And sometimes our words and the power that we have can throw that person all the way across the edge. So we have to be cautious with the words that we say. Okay? Another few examples is the negatives. We can always say, man, I'm so sorry for being late. You can always apologize. But at the end of the day, you can change that with thank you for waiting. Or thank you for accepting that. Or if you're interrupting somebody, because I know I've been guilty. Somebody's talking to you, interrupt them. The negative is like, sorry to interrupt you, but XYZ. In order to change it to a positive mark, you can say, you know what? I have an idea. So it's like the words that we say, y'all, have power. Okay? Instead of saying, I'm just throwing random words. These are just simple, complex things that we say every day. I can't meet you next week because I got XYZ going on. You never know what that person's dealing with. The good thing we'll say is Tuesday works better for me. You just got to change the analogy of your words. Or, I don't know how to answer your question. I don't know what you're talking about. Like it's kind of coming off that you don't care vibe. You ain't got time. But what you can say is, let me find someone who can help you. So the things that we say, the words that we say have power. So with all due respect, y'all, I'm not going to hold you all long, but this morning, y'all know I've talked about this book, Take the Stairs by Roy Wade, and this book right here. So I was reading a small insert of this morning as I was just dealing with the things myself, how I can change the analogy on some of my thinking, you know, because we're human at the end of the day. We're not perfect, but we are human. But when we know to do something, we can work on it, and progress is progress. So on this small chapter, the chapter is Integrity, the Creation Principle. I'm just going to read this little, it's real short, this little couple verses. But it says, and I suggest everybody to read this note. My sister said, just stay on the wall. Yeah, stay on the wall, girl. Okay, so this book, I'm gonna this will help somebody on today. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was the God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. Regardless of your religious beliefs, there's no denying the power and prominence the books of Genesis and John give to the spoken word. Quite literally, God spoke the word into existence. So, in other words, we can have, y'all, he left us the power to speak those things as though they were. And it says, you and I have the power to alter change in our lives by first carefully choosing our words and then living into them. Let me say that again for those that missed it, okay, in the back. You and I have the power to alter change in our lives by first carefully choosing our words and then living into them. One of the major causes of pain in today's escalators world is that most people don't realize the impact of their words on themselves and others. Did y'all get that? One of the major causes of pain in today's escalator world is that most people don't realize the impact of their words on themselves and others. Words have power. The power to add meaning and the power to diminish meaning. The power to give life and the power to take it away. That's strong, y'all. The creation principle of integrity states that all creation follows a simple and powerful pattern. You think it, people calling me, I'm on live. You think it, you speak it, you act it, it happens. That's what I'm saying, y'all, the power of our words. Let me say that again. It says you think it, you speak it, you act it, and it happens. From the chair that you're sitting in, to the tallest building on the planet, to the company that you work for, to all of the media you digest, this simple pattern is replicated over and over. Words are the engine that sets actions into motions. Did y'all get that? Words are the engine that sets actions into motions. Okay? Just like a car. You ain't got no gas, you ain't going nowhere. So your word's going to have power to push you into the motion, push you into the destiny that you need to go to, even if you don't see it. As with our thoughts, they carry tremendous power. Still calling me on my live. I'm going to call you back. As with our thoughts, they carry tremendous power if they are chosen with care and intention. Having a strong word is the absolute foundation of a disciplined life. With concrete integrity, you can create anything for your life. So we can create anything for our life with the power of our words that we speak, y'all. And again, with closing, because that's the end of the paragraph I'm going to read, it says, you think it, you speak it, you act it, it happens. So on today, this week, the remaining part of the week, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what the circumstance is. I don't care if it seems too impossible to get through or to overcome. Remember, if we think it, you speak it, you act it, and it happens. So speak those positive words over your life, your situation, the circumstance, in spite of. Whether you can see it, What if you can't? That's where your faith is activated. But other than that, I love each and every one. I hope you all have a great remaining part of your Tuesday, because I am really exhausted, but I'm not going to say the word exhausted. I just need time to refresh, rejuvenate my mind, because you know what? If I'm not healthy in my mindset, I cannot deliver the things to you all. But thank you for joining. Those that are on, Tiffany, I think that's you, Sable, my sister, those who are watching this on a replay, please share this live. And just remember, your words have power. Speak those things as though they were, even in the state if you don't even see it. That's your faith. That's your faith. And remember, nothing just happens by chance. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. The things that I've endured this week and went through has not been always peaches and cream. But at the end of the day, I know God has a destination that I'm going to reach. God is orchestrating everything that's happening in my life, whether I understand it or not. God is a God that does not make mistakes. As long as you stay rooted and grounded in Him with prayer and just your relationship with God, He will not lead you astray. It can only help you to encourage your faith to grow stronger, to encourage someone else. But you know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, y'all. But just be careful what comes out of your mouth. I don't care if you have to sit and pause just to get your mindset together before you say anything. Because once you put it out there, it's in the atmosphere. Have a good day. I love you all. Join my email list, and I will talk to you all on the next live. And thank you all for the prayers for my mom. Let me say that. Thank you all for your prayers, concerns, etc. for her. I'm just trusting God on this journey, and I know everything's going to work out according to His will. Not my will, but His will. Love you.